Hey y'all, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm emotional, right? I'm emotional because let's talk about Laura Ann Carlton out in Lake Arrowhead, California. Devastating loss. If you have not read about this clothing store owner, she displayed her pride flag outside of her store. She's not part of the LGBT community. She is an ally to the LGBT community. And she ended up getting into an argument with someone who was outside of her store trying to tear down her pride flag that she was displaying in solidarity. It becomes an altercation, and she's shot dead in the chest for being an ally, for standing up for what's right, for minding her own business, quite literally and figuratively. She was minding her own business, and she was minding her shop, her clothing store. And the gall, the audacity of someone else to touch anything that belongs to her in her store, the amount of vitriol that needs to happen, it reminds me of when I was going through seminary, finishing up seminary, going through my ordination process, and I was in my doctoral program, and I was doing research on LGBT students and their spirituality throughout their coming out process, because coming out doesn't happen just one time. It happens over the lifetime, if you will. And I remember then, as an ally, first being misinterpreted as part of the LGBT community, which is already problematic, that you can support or have interest in a group, yet folks can't understand your separate identity. That's one thing. But then the second thing was being threatened about writing my dissertation on LGBT students by my religious community. And I realized that my experience is the mild version of what happened to this woman, but I'm devastated because what I know is that, first of all, it's wrong. And secondly, any of us who consider ourselves allies to particular communities, we should re-examine our proximity, because you think we're comfortable. That's not true allyship. You think, okay, I have my distance. I'm not part of the community, but I support the community, and I always have the opportunity to go back to my sheltered, comfortable location away from that community and the vitriol that faces them every single day. You don't. You're not. You're not as safe as you think you are. You should not be as comfortable as you thought you were. Now, this goes back to saying, yes, I want you to continue to raise those pride flags high. I want you to be in support. And I want you to know, walking in with full consciousness of the danger and the courage it takes to be a true ally to these particular groups. I think about Dr. King. I think about Malcolm X. I think about Medgar Evers. I think about all these folks that were allies to other communities. Yes, they were big names in their own communities, but they were allies to other communities. And for all of those people, that laundry list of people that were willing to lose their lives. And I know for me, that's scary because I have two sons. If I didn't have my sons, I probably would think quite differently. But how scary it is, and then how senseless it is. So when you consider allyship, your own personal allyship, think about your proximity to hate, your proximity to danger, and how you need to become more proximal, more close to courage in order to do it. Okay? Be ye also courageous.